The notion that the science on climate change is a lie to manipulate Christians is a claim that has been circulating among some groups, particularly those with strong conservative or evangelical leanings. This idea suggests that the scientific consensus on climate change is fabricated or exaggerated, and that its primary purpose is to influence or deceive Christians into adopting certain ideologies or policies. However, an examination of the evidence and the underlying motivations behind climate science reveals that this claim is unfounded and misleading. Firstly, the scientific consensus on climate change is clear and overwhelming. The vast majority of climate scientists, approximately 97%, agree that human activities, particularly the emission of greenhouse gases from burning fossil fuels and deforestation, are significantly contributing to the warming of the planet. This consensus is based on decades of research, data collection, and analysis by thousands of scientists from around the world, using multiple lines of evidence and diverse methodologies. The claim that this consensus is a lie or a manipulation is unfounded and ignores the rigorous scientific process that underlies it. Moreover, the science on climate change is not driven by any particular ideology or agenda, including anti-Christian sentiments. Climate scientists come from diverse backgrounds, cultures, and faiths, and their work is focused on understanding the Earth's climate system, not promoting any specific ideology. The scientific method, which underpins all scientific inquiry, is designed to be objective, empirical, and transparent, with results and conclusions based on evidence, not personal beliefs or biases. The idea that climate science is a lie to manipulate Christians also overlooks the significant engagement and contributions of Christian organizations and individuals in climate action. Many Christian denominations and organizations, such as the Pope and the Catholic Church, the Evangelical Environmental Network, and the Christian Reformed Church, have recognized the moral and spiritual imperative to care for creation and address climate change. These groups often cite biblical teachings and principles, such as stewardship, justice, and love for neighbors, as motivations for their environmental advocacy. In contrast, the claim that climate science is a lie to manipulate Christians often originates from political or ideological sources, which may have vested interest in denying or downplaying the reality of climate change. Some of these sources may be motivated by a desire to protect economic interests, such as the fossil fuel industry, or to advance a particular ideological agenda, such as anti-regulation or anti-government sentiments. By dismissing the science on climate change as a lie or manipulation, these sources may be attempting to discredit the scientific consensus and create confusion or doubt among the public, particularly among Christians. It is also worth noting that the Bible and Christian teachings emphasize the importance of caring for creation, being good stewards of the earth, and loving one's neighbors. Climate change poses significant threats to human well-being, particularly for the most vulnerable populations, such as the poor, the elderly, and children. By addressing climate change, Christians can demonstrate their commitment to these biblical values and principles rather than being manipulated by false or misleading claims. In conclusion, the science on climate change is not a lie to manipulate Christians. The overwhelming consensus among climate scientists is based on decades of rigorous research and evidence, and is driven by a desire to understand and address one of the most pressing issues of our time. Christians, along with people of other faiths and backgrounds, have a critical role to play in addressing climate change, and can do so by engaging with the scientific consensus, advocating for climate action, and promoting biblical values such as stewardship, justice, and love for neighbors. By working together to address climate change, we can help to create a more sustainable, just, and loving world for all.